Okay, so we're back in the tutorial, and you know what, before we start our tutorial, so find this site, they call mopedia.net. So it's like running Windows 95 on browser. So yeah, so this is the future, man. So we're gonna play games on browser, so that's why you should learn Rust right now. So that's the future. And yeah, so in 5 years or 10 years, we're playing games online, and you don't need high spec computer to play games. That's gonna happen, the new service that gonna release anyway. So every people can play high spec game like that because we have cloud rights. And yeah, so maybe that's will happen. So Rust, you should search Rust programming language, and I recommend you should learn that. So this thing, do you know Doom 3? So it runs perfectly, and it just blows my mind anyway. Okay, so mupedia.net, search that, and yeah, you're gonna get the idea of running OS on your browser. And you know what, go to our tutorial right now. Okay, so we're back. So we're gonna learn on this tutorial is data types. So before we go on a tutorial for all the data types, we're gonna learn what we're gonna learn in the further tutorial. I'm just gonna give you idea what we're gonna learn first. I'm not gonna make a in this video like I'm gonna explain all of that. It's just gonna overwhelm you. That's not the best way to teach you, and it can blow your mind anyway if we straight in one video. It's not a good way to to learn. I think you should break after one video and come back again, one video, come back again. So that's my style anyway. Okay, so you know what, let's just start it. Open your CMD. So we're on the Python tutorial YouTube, right? On here, so we're gonna create our 7 folder. So 7, so make dir. So I think you're getting used to how to make file and folder on Linux. We're on Windows then, so it's like a practice, you know. We can make practice on Linux command on here, make dir, and we're gonna need 07 slash, let's say, data types. That's the okay, cd to 7 and data types, less, so touch and main.py. Okay, so at this point we're on here now. Okay, so we're good to go. So on this one, I'm not gonna, basically I'm gonna just explain you what the data types that we're gonna learn further on. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a comment. So build in data types on Python. So number 1, so this one is called text. So already learned this. So text type. So what are those? Are string. Those are strings. So for example, on variables like name, like that, so this string anyway. So example, x is equal to, with double quotes, name. So let's say John, that's my, and next one is numeric type. So numeric types kind of int, float, and complex. So these are the 3 for numeric types. So I'm gonna give you example. So x is equal to 1, x is equal to 10.23, and x is equal to ij, like that. So don't worry about this at this point. Just remember that this is the type that we're gonna learn. So sequence type is like called sequence. Sequence type is sequence type. So what are the sequence type is list and tuples. Tuples and range. And next we're gonna learn is mapping, so dictionary. That's why Python's so popular on this one, that it can solve any kind of problem. Not all, because Python is so slow anyway. And last, what is it? Sets, set types, and those are set and frozen. So I think it's frozen is like the immutable, frozen sets, and next is called boolean. So this is a boolean types. So bool. And lastly, we're gonna learn binary types. So binary types, right? And those are bytes and byte array and memory view. Okay, so these are all the data types in Python that we're gonna learn. From now it doesn't matter anyway, and for this one, this that all the data types that we're gonna learn anyway. And I'm gonna paste because it's getting long, the video anyway. And okay, so I just pass forward this, and you don't want me to type this all. And so on this is the example for string, int, float, complex, list, tuple, range, and dictionary set, frozen, trueballs, and all of this. So I give you a specific example for this on setting the data types. So this all of the data types we're gonna learn. And there's another way to do this, kind of specify the data types for, did I tell you the static and dynamic programming, right? On the later on explaining syntax, I guess, on that part. So on Python you can specify the data types. Like for example, I want this x to be string, so we cannot, on a program like Python like this, you can easily mess up if you don't pay attention. For example, on this one, x, it can be dynamically changed to something else. We don't want that to happen. It's hard to debug that, and if that happen, I think you're gonna struggle to maintain the code. So that's why the JavaScript, they make TypeScript to do that thing. So there's so many flows using a, how you gonna say, dynamic programming like Python like this. But on Python they explain this, so it can be easily messed up on this one, on this part. So that's why like JavaScript using is the TypeScript, like TypeScript's the like the upgrade version of JavaScript, because we're using TypeScript now. And maybe in the later tutorial I'm gonna talk about you Dinoland or something like that. So JavaScript and TypeScript, and running in Rust, I guess, building in Rust. So yeah, so this is the thing you should know about. And yeah, so I'm gonna delete this. So specify the data type using this, it's the same anyway. And yeah, so I'm gonna push this. So what's the tutorial again? 10. So copy this. Oh, copy that, save it, and we learn about data types built in Python 3. So yeah, like that. I'm gonna push this one so you can later on see what's going on. Okay, something like that, and we're done. So yeah, see you in the next tutorial. So we're gonna go on numerics on the next tutorial.